So I kind of wanted to do like a story time this time around. I kind of wanted to just talk and tell a story. So I consider myself a decent driver, right? Um, little bit fast, but a decent driver nonetheless. On how you can spend $1,000 by going fast. So the first one I got, I was driving home from work. It was like 11:45 at night. And there was a state trooper sitting in the opposite lane with his lights off. Like, he was completely dark. I could not see him. And I'm going like 10, 15 over. And I pass him, and his lights didn't come on. So I was like, all right, I'm in the clear. So I just keep going at my normal speed. And then he turns on his lights and he pulls me over. So I pull over and he walks up and he was like, well, I was going to let you go, but you didn't slow down. And I was like, well, I understand, but I figured you would have lit me up if you were going to pull me over. So I didn't really slow down. So we were kind of like, you know. So he ended up giving me a ticket. That one was about $400. So then the second one was about a year later. It was 2 days after my birthday. So I was going to meet my girlfriend at the time at Walmart. And I took the highway to get there because I had to go to the bank and do some stuff. But I was sitting at the stoplight to get onto the highway. And if you've ever gotten an itch, like if any of my drivers out there have been driving and just kind of gotten an itch for speed, then you're going to know what I'm talking about. My adrenaline was pumping. I felt like I was going to do something stupid. I sent it, right? So I get up to about 85. And then around the corner of the highway, there's this state trooper that comes around in the opposite lane. So there's two lanes, right? One going one way, one going the other way. And there's like a grass median, like a grass V in the middle, right? So as soon as I see him, I hit the brake. I slam the brakes. I'm like, you know, and I look in I already start to pull over because I already know it's done. It's a done deal. And then my man like does a full 360 or like a full 180 in the grass median, buries the front of his Dodge Charger. And by the time he pulls up, I've already been on the side of the road with my window down, keys on the dash. I'm just waiting, brother. Waiting for that fat ticket. And that was like at the height during the COVID time, so I had just sprayed Lysol. And he thought I had been drinking. I did drink at that time, but I didn't. I'll never drink and drive. So he writes me a ticket, sends me on my way. And it was like the day after my birthday, so a couple days after my birthday. So he was like, well, here's a present from the state troopers. You know, here's a president from the State Trooper Association. I was like, yeah, thanks. And when I called my lawyer, about it, she was like, well, since you're a returning customer, we'll give you $50 off. And I'm like, wow, thanks. I just thought it was funny that you get a percentage off if you get more than one speeding ticket. I haven't had any since then. The first one got dropped. The second one, I had to go to like an online driving school. That sucked. Like, I will never do that again. That was terrible. But yeah, that's how you spend $1,000. I guess I didn't learn after the first time.